Hey everybody, this is Callum from Takuban. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Longchamp Le Pliage Club Large Shoulder Tote Bag. We bought this at the Paris airport when we stopped over there, directly from the Longchamp store, so we got it duty free. In this video specifically, I want to talk about the packaging. We're going to look at the outside of the bag. We're going to look at the inside of the bag. I'm going to demo it by putting some things in and wearing it. We're going to touch on the topic of fake Longchamp bags. Specifically, we're going to look at the details of this bag to help you identify or confirm if the one that you have in your hands or the one you're looking at is fake or real. Then we're going to do a comparison with a Le Pliage bag we received as a hand-me-down. It was originally purchased 15 years ago. That should be interesting. And we'll end the video talking about how to care for the bag. So that's the list of topics I want to touch on. Let's see if I remember all those things. First, the packaging. So we received this, again, like I said, directly from, or we purchased it from the Longchamp store in the airport, asked them to package it as a gift. This is what they did for us. Envelope, doesn't really fit, but it does the job. And I like the fact that you can untie it, open it up, and reveal the bag with it. Voila, there it is. And there's the receipt we'll take a quick look at as well. See, it was purchased from the airport. There is the model number as well as the price. So I think there was a bit of a discount by buying it at the airport. We just definitely saved on the tax. But here it is. Le Pliage. In French, it means folding. This bag was introduced, I want to say, almost 26 years now. Or 26 years ago. They just celebrated their 25th anniversary last year, and that's when they released this club version of the bag. It has some differences compared to the classic ones. We'll talk about that in a bit, but it's folded up. It's very nice. Folding, because the original inspiration of the bag's design was origami. So let me show you. One button in here, one flap down, two flap on the side, and that's how you open it up and you can start using the bag. It has a very nice texture. You can zoom in on the texture here. It's nylon. It wears pretty well based on our experience with the last bag. There's a couple common wear points we're gonna see later on. But overall, there's no pockets on the outside. No pockets on the, or on the front rather, and no pockets on the back. So pretty sparse. This is the button that was used to keep it folded and tight. You have one zipper pull, two handles on either side of the bag to give you that balance as tote bags would, and one single button flap here to keep the bag clasped. So you open it up. Now we're going to take a look at the inside. So on the inside you get one pocket. This is one of the things that's different about the Club Le Pliage versus the classic Le Pliage. The Club one has a much bigger pocket. It's about 10 inches wide, 7 inches tall. So it's definitely a good size. I think it's big enough for you to put your Kindle or possibly even an iPad mini. I think it's a sign of the times. Things are always getting bigger, phones are getting bigger. So sure, the pocket will too. No other pockets besides that. Taking a look at the material on the inside, it's kind of a rubbery type of feel. You can compare it to this fabric, which is the same as what's on the outside. So a little bit of compare and contrast there to see it. It feels nice though, to the touch. If we take a look on, going back to the outside again, I want to talk about the measurements. So this being the large size, it's rated at about 12 inches wide, 11 inches tall, and 7.5 inches deep. Looking at this though, it definitely doesn't look like it's 12 inches. And that's because, you know, at its widest, it's about 18 inches. The way they measure it is actually on the base. So the base of the bag, this is about 12 or so inches. All right. So outside, inside, now let's demo it. Let's take a look at what we can fit inside it, shall we? So I brought along a bag that currently getting a lot of use. This is the Tumi Q tote bag that we made a video of earlier. So we're gonna transfer some of the things rather in here, just to show you what this bag can hold. So I have an iPad here, standard 9.7-inch iPad. You put in here. This is a Eagle Creek bag for your electronics, some wires and chargers. We can throw in there as well. Sunglass case. A Clippa bag hanger that we can throw into the little pocket here. Some snacks we'll also throw into this little pocket. A Dove soap bar, because at the end of the day this is a tote bag and you know it's a shopping bag, so you can throw your shopping items in there. Checkbook, throw into the small pocket. And let's do a battery charger as well with a cable. Let's also throw that into the front there. So we have some weight in here now. This is kind of how the bag looks. And now if I wanted to, let me zip this up. I'm gonna wear it, carry it around, show you what it looks like with things inside it. So you don't really see that. So the iPad is kind of flat right now. Kind of tell the outline of it. It's flat, so it provides a base. Not sure that's good long term for the tablet, but that's the way we have it here now. So even though this is a shoulder bag, the shoulder, it's because of the handle. The other version that they have is the tote bag, which has much shorter handles. But even with the large handles, you can obviously carry around like a tote. So I'm 5'10". Doesn't quite reach the ground, which is good, as you wouldn't expect. So you can tote this around. And then the nice thing about having the larger handles is you can throw this on your shoulder. So you throw it on your shoulder, this is kind of what it looks like. 9-inch drop, roughly 9-inch, a little over 9-inch drop. And you know, it could be one-handed if you kind of tell it's kind of hard if the logo's facing the outside, which you would want it to if you're gonna have a bag with a logo. Let's have it out facing outwards for people to see. So it makes it a little bit difficult that the zipper starts at this end when it's closed. But if it's open, you can definitely easily open this up. Grab your bar of soap, take it out, throw it back in, and then put the back on and carry on your way. But if you want to zip it, you definitely have to take it out, and that's where having a nice strong zipper pull is gonna be beneficial to you. Do that, go like that on, do this. But if you don't want to show the logo, you want to be more conservative, and you could do this as well, but your flap is now on the inside, so you're gonna have to find a way over that. And then, can you do this one-handed? Already kind of. Nah, so this is really a two-handed operation. There you have it. Hopefully it's gives you an idea of how using this bag is gonna look and feel like. Stumble my way around there. Okay, let's talk about the next item on the agenda, which is fake. So when we researched this bag a couple years ago, we looked into it, came across a site that talked about, you know, all the different ways that you can tell a real Longchamp Le Plage bag from a fake one. And so in this segment of the video, we really wanted to focus on the key details or the elements that could help you determine if the bag that you have in your hands or you're looking to buy is real or fake. You know, we're not experts at fake bags, okay? So this is not a definitive guide. So instead, what we're gonna do is just focus on the key areas that would make a authentic bag distinct or authentic, I guess. So let's start with the front and taking a look at the embroidery. So hopefully this helps somebody out there, but a real Longchamp bag embroidery, at least for this model purchased in 2019, this is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. Try to get a sense of the depth there. It's not very raised. You can definitely tell it's embroidered. right? Again, this is the navy color, and the red is the contrasting color. Now let's take a look at the buttons there. So it says Longchamp on the top, and then it has 1948 on the bottom there, okay? And you can see the logo kind of, I want to say embossed or stamped there. And then on the back side of this, where that logo is, you can kind of see an indent of it. Very lightly, very faintly. You can see it right there, yeah? On the back side of the flap, you have two rows here. You have a Longchamp, it's a brand, and then you have the model, so the Le Pliage shopping bag, shoulder bag, right? And then let's talk about the, I guess we can look at the handles here. This is what the handle stitching looks like. And the handles too, I'm really a fan of this this kind of design. So it's a flat piece of leather, and they pinch it, and then they sew it all on there. This is what the stitching looks like on this, and it ends up on the other side here. Okay, and then the zipper ends. Which is important because it looks like you're going to be using this quite a bit to hold on to the bag as you're pulling the zipper on it. You also require this to stay on there so that the zipper pull doesn't fall off. And here's the zipper pull. Longchamp 1948 at the bottom. On the back side, same thing, Longchamp 1948. Now on the inside, let's see where this bag was made. You'll find the tag, oh, actually here, take a look at the back side of the exterior embroidery as well. So here it's more raised, kind of see that there, right? And then as far as where this bag is made, rubber, kind of rubber tag. And this bag is made in China. All right, let's compare it now to the bag that we received as a hand-me-down. So that bag is the original, for us, the original. So this one was purchased around 2004, 2005. It was purchased from France. You can tell the handles is smaller, so this is the tote version of the bag. Now, I don't know how many options were available back then. I'm sure there's a lot more options now, so you know, for all intents and purposes, this is our first introduction to the brand. Now they still sell the Le Pliage Classic in this style. By that I mean the flap as well as the handle are both in this brown color instead of this version of the bag, which has the color of these two components match the same color as the bag itself. So if we open this up, hopefully what this does is it gives you some sort of an indication of how this bag would look if you were to purchase it today, how it would look 15 years from now. You know, for us, there's definitely some wear and tear. Okay, you can tell at the corners, which I alluded to earlier. These are the stress points on the bags, right? All that weight's bearing down. And then this is also the point where it touches the most amount of surfaces as you're putting the bag on floors, on chairs, on tables. This is what you can kind of expect over time. You can also see this was caught in a couple of rainstorms. So the fabric itself is kind of raised up, but you know, the zippers have held up well. The zipper ends, you compare the two, the old versus the new. If you look at the zipper pulls, this says Paris on the bottom and then France on the bottom. You can look at the two flaps. Overall design is about the same, just, you know, feels a little bit different. Leather is worn very well, as we expect this one would over time. And then the interior has largely remained the same. I would say I probably like the new interior material better than what we have here, though this actually, you know what, it actually feels very similar. You can see a little bit of peeling there. I'm sure that's because of the water. And then the pocket. Remember how we said the pocket on this one is much bigger? You can kind of see what we mean there. Especially when you can compare the outside of it. You can see the lining of the pocket here to the lining of the pocket out here. Yeah. All right, so 15-year-old bag. If you really needed to, you could still use this. I'm gonna fold this away here. And now let's talk about care and maintenance for this bag. So there is there it is. The bag does come with this. You open this up. It'll tell you, it'll remind you how to fold it. And then it tells you how to care for it. So to clean it, you just want to use a damp towel, wipe it down. You don't want to throw this into the machine or washing machine. You don't want to submerge it in water. You want to keep oils away from this. You want to keep, don't use anything abrasive on the surface. Avoid long exposure to light, which is kind of the conditions we have here today in Seattle, which is very nice. It's a nice change. So avoid long-term exposure to light, and when you don't use it, fold it away. Keep it in a nice, dark, dry place. And take all these things out now. But that is the Le Pliage Club large shoulder tote bag. If you have any questions, please feel free to share them in the comments section below. If you have any thoughts, please share them with us as well about this bag, about this video. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, let us know why. We want to always be improving these videos and help you. If you'd like to continue supporting us to make more of these videos, please subscribe. We really appreciate your engagement and your feedback. But that's the video. Thank you very much for watching. Shout out to Le Bleu.